Good morning. I'm so excited. It is beginning of another season of Drag Race Down Under. Now, we talked to Reese Nicholson just yesterday about what to expect from this season after watching the first episode. And now the first episode has ended, and it is my least favorite thing to do. And that is to talk to the first queen that has been eliminated from the show. And joining me today in the illustrious Pork Chop Lounge is the lovely Amyl. Hello, darling.
Hello, how are you?
I am wonderful. How's it feel to finally get the secret off your chest?
Oh my,
Everyone gets to see what you got to bring.
yes. I'll tell you what, it's hard to keep a secret because people are investigating. They're there with their magnifying glasses and little detective caps on. But it's good that it's finally out there. I'm so glad that the world gets to see me and gets to experience the Amyl experience of it all. Tragic, of course, that it was such a brief experience, but I'm really glad that it happened.
Of course, we put you on the world stage. Do you think we got to see a really accurate snapshot of Amyl in that short amount of time and what you've got to offer the world?
I'm not quite sure. I think I definitely think that I am a lot more confident than I came across. I think that I do, not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm a lot better at drag than how it looked. But I think that said, I am still really, really very proud of like everything that I sort of put forward on the show. And excited for the world to see more as well, even if it's not in the TV.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. This launches you into the spectrum for people come and see you. Now, it's a new season and lots of new queens there. We've obviously had our previous seasons. What do you think was the most different thing about this season to our previous ones?
I mean, like straight off the bat, 7 queens of color. That's crazy. That is like unheard of. It was so thrilling to like walk in and see, 3 in there already, 3 already, and then just they kept coming one after the other. That was to me the most sort of strikingly different thing about this season. But also I think another great thing about this season is just that there's a lot of sort of different styles of drag as well, that weren't necessarily as much of a thing on previous seasons of Down Under.
Diversity in the casting and diversity in the drag styles as well. I love it. And it was great to see as an audience. Like, yeah, I think it was a really good way to encapsulate a truly diverse cast in all sense of the word. Do you think that changed your confidence level, seeing that in the room when everybody came in?
Yeah, I mean it was like electric. It was so special to sort of experience that. And it was I guess really validating as well, because there are some times where I sort of think to myself, there's not many of us who look like me. And it was really validating to know that like these other people have made it as well. And if they hadn't made it by now, then they're definitely like they've made it after the TV show comes out. So yeah, really exciting, very validating as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, what was your favorite thing about your very short time on the show?
My favorite thing, honestly, I was one of the things that I really wanted to do was write and perform a verse. And so I'm very glad that I got to do that. I thought my verse was fabulous, not to toot my own horn. But I'm really glad that I got to do that. And so I think that was my favorite part. And also, I don't know, too many favorite bits. I loved walking the runway. That was really exciting as well.
Wonderful. Do you have a number one regret from your time on the show?
I don't know about regret. I think I would have. Um, I think I kind of, if I had my time again, I think I would have, come in swinging and really, I guess, sort of announce who I am and, come in with a very sort of confident aura, which I don't think I did. But if I had my time again, that is one thing that I would do differently.
A little bit more confidence. Now, speaking of things you might have done differently in the show, one thing that we didn't get to see, it's my favorite thing to see, is Snatch Game. What were we going to see from you on Snatch Game? I'd love to find this out.
We would have seen a Julia Gillard, former Prime Minister of Australia, and that's what I would have done for my Snatch Game.
I'm loving the voice. I just wish I could have seen the outfit and the wig to go with that. I hope we're going to see that on your socials as you roll it out later in the season. Now, we're going to have a wrap up very soon, but out of all the queens there, who's your favorite? Who rubbed you up the wrong way?
Who is my favorite? Who rubbed me up the wrong way? Favorite. I mean, I already knew Holly and Ivory quite well, love them to bits. But I think of the people that I hadn't sort of met before, the one who sort of like struck me the most was Gabriella. She's everything. I'm so excited for the world to just fall in love with Gabriella Labucci. She is the one. And honestly, no one really rubbed me up the wrong way. I think I quite sincerely got along with everyone pretty well. I think had I stayed a bit longer, there might have been some tensions, but you know, for day one, everyone was pretty easy to get along with, which was great.
And were you expecting that outcome of landing in the bottom three? Because I thought it was hard to pick, so I was surprised all round in some aspects, not all round, but some.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised because I was really sort of nervous the night before, and I was like in my hotel room, like practicing until like 3 a.m., just doing the same move. And I was not feeling good about it. And then on the day, I went in there, I did the thing, and I was like, oh, that was okay, actually. Oh, that felt good. And so when when RuPaul started calling us forward, I was like, is he calling forward the safe people, or is it the people who are not safe? And so it was sort of only at that point where I was like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Now, speaking of trouble, I have to say, I mean, maybe you got duped on the song, but I wasn't living for the lip sync for either of you at the end. And like that, maybe that's from the edit, maybe that's from what people were saying, but I was just like, there was so many songs I could have given you that you could have just served life, and it was that song. And do you think that maybe affected the outcome?
I honestly was so chuffed about the song. I think I feel like it would be criminal if Down Under didn't at some point do that song. And so, not necessarily thrilled that it was me, but glad that happened. And I think I did an okay job. I mean, I don't think I, like embarrassed myself or anything. So, I think as long as I can like do a song where I'm not horrified or making a fool of myself, I'm happy. I'm not asking the world.
You've got to have a song to be able to dance to, and you can only do what you can do with what you're given. So, I certainly don't think anybody did any embarrassments to themselves. It was just, yeah, a matter of song and circumstance. And unfortunately, here we are. Now, what are we going to see from you in the future? What have you got in the pipe you're going to do? Book deal, movie, signing, touring the world. What's next for Amyl?
All of the above. No, I am sort of very excited to sort of just keep performing more. And out and about in Sydney. I also would like to do a lot more sort of in the fashion arena as well. And so I think this is something that's going to open some doors to that. So I think watch this space. So I think that's sort of that's the main sort of couple of things on my radar at the moment. Yeah. But I'm sort of just like, seeing where the world takes me, because it could be anywhere. The world is my oyster.
Beautiful, it certainly is, and the world should be looking out for you. So make sure you head along and follow Amyl on the social medias below, and you can check her out anywhere around the world soon, hopefully. Thank you very much for joining me, Amyl. My name is Michael James. I will see you on the red carpet.
Thank you for having me.